Hello guys, I am Motion Tutor, and in this After Effects tutorial I'm gonna be show you how you can create this type of cool lightning intro inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin. So you need only Saber plugin, which is 100% free. And I am sure most of you already has this Saber plugin. So we just need that Saber plugin. And by the way guys, this tutorial is inspired from this template, which link you will get on my description, so you can go and check out. This is Envato template, so if you want to invest it, so you can buy this template, and otherwise you can follow the tutorial and you will create this. And also you will need some files to create this tutorial, so you can see here is some files which link you also get in description, so you can start with that. So guys, this is gonna be very cool and very interesting tutorial, so without any further ado, let's get started. So first of all, you can click on this icon and change the 8 bit per channel to 16 bit per channel, and then click OK, and then click on this create new composition icon and create a new composition. With height will be 920 by 1080, 30 frames per second and 12 seconds long, and you can change the name to main, and then you can click OK. And then here, first of all, you can create a new solid layer and change the name to BG, and then click OK, and then press Ctrl Y to create another solid layer and change the name to light, and then click OK. And then you can go to effects and preset panel and search for advanced lighting effect and drag this effect on this layer. And first of all, now you can change the lighting type to Omni, and then you can change this icon like this point into middle and the second point into something here, and then you can change the turbulence value to little bit down, like 0.9 or 0.95, and you can change the forking value to 30, and also you can decrease little bit the decay value. And then you can go to glow setting and change the glow opacity to 0, and then you can go to core setting and hold the alt key and click on this core radius stopwatch, and it will be pop up the expression box and type expression here, wiggle brackets, and here you can type in brackets 4,8. so now we will get something like this. So now after that, you can go to first frame, like in the beginning of your timeline, and add a keyframe on this conductivity state. I don't know what to pronounce it right, really sorry about it. So just you can keyframe on this and go to around 10 seconds and change the value to 45 here. So now you can see it's moving very like good. And now you can go to expert setting and change the core drain to around 60%, and you can increase the fork strength and fork variation to 75 and 100. You can tweak it later also if like you don't like it, but I think it's very good value to start. But maybe if I decrease this value a little bit, maybe I can change this to 50 and also the both to 50, so you can play and get a little bit different result. So now it's okay, and you can change the minimum fork distance to around 200. Maybe yes, you can change this value to 200. So now it's okay, or maybe you can change it to 150. So now this is okay. Now you can select the layer, press Ctrl D to duplicate it, and press U to see the keyframe. Go to first keyframe, change the value to 5, and go to last keyframe and change the value to 50. So now we have both lines in opposite direction, both lights in opposite direction. So now you can select the both layer, right click and pre-comp it, and you can change the name to light, and then you can click on move all attributes and click OK. And now here you can go to layer, new adjustment layer, and you can press enter and change the name to control. And then here you can go select the layer and go to effects and go to expression control, add a color control, and press enter and change the name to color 01, and then you can select this and press Ctrl D to duplicate it. Now we have two colors, so you can change the second color to blue for now, and you can now click on this log icon to log this effects control, and then double click on this light composition, go there and go to effects, advanced lighting, and you can go to core setting, and here we have core color. You can hold the alt key and click on this stopwatch, and just you can pick to the first color, and then you can do the same thing with the second effect. Go to core setting, hold the alt key, click on this color stopwatch and pick whip to this color 02. So now we have both colors, so now we can change it later if we need it. So now it's okay. After that I will give you some files link in description, so you can download these files and import in your After Effects. So here I imported the all files, and after that you can create one more new composition, or you can just first of all you can go to files, this files, and drag this both cloud PNG here and like drag it, and then you can press S and change the scale to around 80 or maybe 75, and then you can select the both and right click and pre-comp and click on move all attribute, and you can change the name to cloud and then click OK, and then you can go to this composition, and here now we will animate that. So for animating this you can press P, add a keyframe on position, press R, add a keyframe on rotation for both these layers. So now you can random it something like this, and this one to something here, and you can duplicate it, move it forward, duplicate this, put it something here, and like you can duplicate and fill the whole composition with this. So like I duplicate this one now, yes, here I will put it here, and now I will duplicate not this, I will duplicate this one, put it here, and now duplicate this one. So like you can like duplicate and put the all and fill the composition. So like here now you can see I filled all composition with these layers, and make sure first of all you can like add keyframe on all, and make sure when you duplicating and moving you are on first frame where you edit the first keyframe. And after that I will trim this composition to 10 seconds. So you can first of all do this, and or you can press M, go to 10 seconds and press N key and press now, then you can right click there and click on trim comp to work area. So now it's trimmed to 1 second, and after that you can see I add like duplicate little bit more here in right side, because I will now forward it to there. I already edit keyframe 1 on first frame, so now I will just forward it something like this, and now we have animation. And after that you can select the rotation tool, and you can rotate it little bit randomly, and also or maybe you can also like press the tilde key and like make this screen bigger, and then you can change the value here randomly. Like make sure like do it to minus like plus 20 to minus 20. So like I will do this to 90 13 and this to minus, and this is already done. This like you can do it randomly but not too much, just little bit. Okay, so like you can see I randomed all the positions. So now I will change this to quarter and show you. So you can see it's moving something like this, but now I will go to the last frame on 10 seconds. So here you can see little bit gap, so I will move some of this like this images to fill the composition. So like I'll move it here to match perfectly. So like now you can see it's okay, or you can duplicate it more and you can add more. And after that you can go to layer, create a new adjustment layer, and go to effects and preset panel, search for curves effect and drag this curves effect here, and you can make it like this little bit, like, or maybe something like this, or we can tweak it later if we need it. So I think now it's okay. So let's come to our main composition and hide this layer for now, and then go to this light composition and select the layer and go to effects and preset panel, search for solid composite effect, drag it on layer and change the color to black, and select this effect and press Ctrl C for copy, and select second layer and press Ctrl V to paste it on there. But now the one light is gone, so you can change this blending mode to screen, and if you don't see the blending mode option, click on this toggle switches, so then you can see this button, or you can right click and go to column, and here you can then click on this modes button. And then after this you can come back to main composition and select this light composition layer and go to effects and preset panel, search for fast box blur, add the effect here and search for exposure effect, so drag this effect also here, and then search for CC composite effect, drag this also here. So we can disable this effect for now. First of all, we can change this blur radius to around 200, and then you can enable this exposure effect, change the exposure value to 12, and then enable this CZ composite effect and change this composite original to add. And now we have something like this, which is okay. And then you can select this all three effects, press Ctrl D to duplicate it and put it below to CC composite, and you can select this first effects, and you can like twiggle it, you can close it, and then you can change this blur value to 20 and change this exposure value to 3 and leave this like CC composite effects as this is. And after this you can select the fast blur, or like this fast box blur effect, drag it here and change this value to 7. So now we have something like this, and if I change this to maybe quarter and we will play, so you can see, but it's too much, I think. Why? Don't know why it's too much, maybe for this. So we can change this value to this second exposure to around 2, and yes, I think now it's okay, or we can tweak it later if we need it. So after that you can go to effects and preset panel and search for set matte effect and drag this effect here, and you can change the take matte layer from to this cloud composition layer, and then you can change the channel to luminance. And after that now we will play, so you can see it's looking like this, but it's I think not looking very good. So we can go to this cloud layer composition and select this adjustment layer, and we can tweak this thing. First of all I will reset it. I think something like this will be work very well, so like this. Now it's okay. So now if we play, so you can see it's looking very cool. And after that you can go to layer and create adjustment layer, and you can add a glow effect on it. So you can type glow and add a glow effect here, and then you can change the glow radius to around 600 and change the glow intensity to 0.5, and now I think it's okay. So now you can select these 3 layers, press right click and pre-comp it, and you can change the name to lighting, and then you can click OK, and then go to this composition, and I think now it's okay looking to me. But if you want to change little settings, so you can change it here. Maybe I can change this exposure value to 2.5. I think it's not very much, but I think now it's okay. And I will change this fast box blur 3 value to around 6%. Maybe it's okay, but we can tweak it later if we need. But it's looking very cool. So let's come to our main composition. After that you can go to your project panel and create one more composition for logo. So the height and width will be same, frame rate will be same, and duration will be same, and we will name it logo and click OK. And here you can import your logo, or just type any text as a logo. And after that drag this logo composition into new composition icon, and you can press Ctrl K and change this name to bevel, and then click OK. And here first of all you can right click on this layer and go to layer style and add a inner glow, and then go to inner glow setting. First of all change the mode to normal, change the color to black, change the opacity to 100, change the technique to precise, change the size to 12, and I think that's it. And now after that you can create a new solid layer by pressing Ctrl Y and go to effects and preset panel and search for fractal noise. So here is fractal noise, drag this here, and you can change the fractal type to not Smiley. Yes, this is Mary. I don't know, I am very bad at English, so please don't mind. And you can see it's this one, and after that you can change the complexity to 20, and I think that's it for this, and change the blending mode to 8, and yes, and blending mode is okay. And after this you can create a new adjustment layer here, go to new and create an adjustment layer here, put it below to the solid layer and add a solid composite effect on it. Drag the solid composite effect on this layer and change the color to black. So now it's okay. So after that you can go to the project panel and drag this composition. Where is bevel? So here is our bevel composition, drag it on new composition icon. So now we have new composition, press Ctrl K and change this name to 3D, and you can hide this bevel composition for now. And here you can drag our main logo composition also, and now you can select this. Wait, I will see which texture we will use. Yes, I think yes, this one, old gray texture. You can drag it here and press Ctrl Alt Shift H to like fill it composition size, and then you can right click pre-comp and you can click move all attribute and pre-comp it and go to this texture composition, or maybe you can also change this name to texture as well, so it's easy to see. So this is our texture composition. So also you can hide this for now, and then you can go to like effects and preset panel, search for CC glass effect, drag this on this texture composition, and now you can enable it. You can go to surface mode, surface properties, and change the property to bevel, and you can change the softness to 0 and displacement to 0 as well. And then you can go to lighting and select AE lights and go to shading, and I think it's okay for now shading. And after that you can go to effects and preset panel and search for set matte effect, drag this effect here, and you can then select logo layer here. So now we have just our logo with a very cool cut edges. So you can see we have very cool nice looking edges here. So now it's okay. So now it's time to add lights. So you can right click and create new light layer and change this change the intensity to 100, cone angle 90, feather 50, and then you can just click OK. And after that you can position it. So first light will be red light, so I will lock this layer and I will adjust this light to something like this. So first of all I will move it here, so something like this light will be just come on this edges. So you can see it's only want to like bright the edges, so you can move forward it little bit more, and this light is now red light is lighting the edges of our scene, but it's very hard to see now. We will set it later. So now you can press Ctrl D to duplicate this light and press P and reset this position. And this one, first of all press double A to change this color to blue, and for this one we will move it little bit here. Okay, so here I adjusted this both lights. So like if I increase it, so you can see it's looking something like this, and also it will second light took a little bit time to understand where it want to place. So you can see also the both position properties, so you can also place it like add this properties if you are using 9020 by 1080 composition. So I will like it will give you similar result. So now it's done, lighting is done, so you can see it's looking okay. So now after that we will go to our main composition. and drag this composition, which is our 3D composition, here. And then you can also drag your logo composition here, and you can right click and pre-comp it, like click on move all attribute and change this name to Saber. So Saber, and then you can click OK, and then go to this composition, and here I will change it to half resolution. And then you can select this logo layer, you can go to layer, auto trace, and you can like add the same numbers on your, and then you can click on preview and don't click on apply to new layer, and just click OK, and then it will be automatically trace your logo and it's like create mask. And then you want to add Saber plugin, which is video copilot plugin, which is 100% free, so you can download it. I will put the link in description if you don't have this plugin. So after that you can go to this plugin, and you have so much like preset to select, but which two I will prefer you to use in this. The first one is electric. First of all, you can go to customize core, change the core type to layer masks. So now it will be add on your mask. And first of all, the effect is electric and setting is art reactor, so you can use whichever you want. So I am going with for now with this art reactor. And after that you can change the setting, tweak the setting if you want. So like I will change the core size to 1.2, and I will change the alpha mode to mask core. So like now first of all I will disable this. So like you can see now the result is a little bit different, and this is also showing our logo core as well. So after that now it's okay. So let's go to first frame and add a keyframe on start of offset and mask evolution. And you can delete this mask, all mask keyframes. Press U to see keyframes. So here is our two keyframes. So go around 20 frames forward. So here is 20, and change the offset to 55 and or maybe 50, and go to first frame and change this value to 100, and then go to 12 second, or we can trim this composition to 10 second long as well. And you can right click and trim to work area, and here now we can change the mask evolution to around 4, not around 1.5. Yes, 1.5 will be okay. And after that you can duplicate this layer by pressing Ctrl D and press U to see the keyframes. So you can delete this keyframe, the start offset. So you can right click and reset this value, and then you can go to this effect and click on this end offset keyframe. Press U to see the keyframe of both, and you can place this keyframe on same 20 frame and change the value to 50 as well, and go to first frame and change this to 0. So now we have something like this, but I think now it's not okay. Why? Maybe little bit issue we got. Okay, so I fixed the issue. So the only problem is you can now change these modes, second layer mode to screen. So you can change it to screen, and then it's okay. And if you don't see the screen mode, right click columns and select modes. So now it is okay. So now it's time to link these colors to our main controller. So let's go to controller layer and lock this layer and come to Saber, and now you can press E and go to Saber, hold the Alt key and click on this color stopwatch, pick whip to color 1 or color 2, and do the same thing with the second layer, but in this time the other color. So now we have both colors here. So you can see it's looking pretty much it, but this color is I think little bit very dark. So I think now it's okay. So also we can link our 3D light to this color controller as well. So we will press AA and hold the Alt key and link to this color, and AA link and this. So now we have everything done, and also we can put a wiggle expression on the light intensity for little bit more cool, like for little bit more good result. So type wiggle brackets, and here you can type 5, maybe 5,30. so comma 5,30, and then I think this will be okay. So you can see the minimum is 80 to 90 and maximum is 120, so it's okay. You can just copy this expression, select other light, press double A and paste it on there. So now it's okay. So if I increase that, so you can see it's little bit flickering, something like this. So now it's okay. Let's come to our main composition, and now we will add the sound here. So I will give you also in files one sound file which has audio, which audio jungle watermark, but you can use this as a refer to match it, and you can use it to learn. So this is basically the sound which you heard in the preview. So we will start like now adding our things here. So first of all we will add this, so you can see it's okay. And for on there you can see it's a little bit up, so here our logo will become. So first of all we will add our Saber logo, so just we will put it something here or maybe something here. Yes, I think here is okay, and we will change this mode to screen, not the screen, we will change this to add, and that is our logo. It's okay. And after that on the second light sound, here our 3D logo will become. So I will put it here, and I will trim this one here by pressing Alt and left square bracket or this bracket you can see here, and then now it's going here, and this logo will become here. And for this you can see it's very dark, so we can add exposure effect here. So you can type exposure and add exposure effects, and also we will add curves effect here. So now like this we will expose it up like this, maybe 4, and for this you can see, so you can tweak it about like how you want. So I will little bit tweak it, adjust it, and then we are ready to go. So you can see it's now looking okay, but we will tweak it a little bit later after adding all the things. So now it is okay, and after that we will add our lights and some flash. So for creating light we will create a new layer. So press Ctrl Y to create a new layer and name it light, and then click OK. And you can trim this light layer to start from here, and you can out it something around 3 seconds and some frames, maybe 3 seconds and 5 frames, or I think yes 3 seconds and 5 frames is okay, and start it from 2 seconds and 7 frames. So now it's okay. So here we will add advanced lighting effect, so drag this effect here. So now I think the effect is doesn't applied. So now you can see we have effect. We will solo it for now to get the better result. So you can move this point to here and this point to something here, and we will change this light type to strike. So now it is perfectly matching the point. After that we will add a keyframe on the direction, and we will add a keyframe on condensity state, and we will add a keyframe on core size, and hold the Alt key. First of all we will lock it, and or maybe we can link it later, but press U to see our all keyframes. So then move this all keyframes to first frame, and then first of all we will add and go to last frame and change the conductivity state to 10, not yes around not 10 to 15. So it will be something like this. Now to core radius you can go to where the our like Saber will be start 1 or 2 frames forward. Move this keyframe here, and also move this keyframe here, and you can pull it here. First of all, you can pull this thing here. So we also added keyframe on direction, so you can just move it by this pointer and move this to one frame, first frame, and on this frame it will be something like this, and after 3 or 4 frames it will become like this, and the core status will be goes up to 8, and then around after 2 to 4 frames you can change back to 3, and this direction too you can change it to little bit up like this, and we can tweak it little. So like if I enable the Saber, so I can see, so if I play that I will, so it will be I think now okay, but we can tweak it later, and after that it will be do here, and after that you can select press T, add a keyframe on opacity, press U to see the keyframes, forward this keyframe 1 frame, and now add 0, so on last frame it will be gone, or also it will be we trim this thing so it will be automatically gone. We don't need to add any opacity keyframes, we just need to trim it. Okay, so like yes, it's looking okay, but we can change a little bit settings here. So first of all I will add the increase the core drain or like value to 100%, and we can go to glow settings and change the glow opacity to 35%, and then we will add fast box blur effect here. So drag it here and change the blur radius to 1, and now it's okay. So now I think it's looking pretty much good. So let's first we will link it to our controller and then we will continue. So lock the controller and press E to see the effect, go to effect, go to color core and glow settings, both like hold the alt key and link the both to this blue one. So we need glow and color same, but if it doesn't look good, but I think it's looking okay. So like see, it's looking very good to me. So let's unlock this and let's duplicate it. Select the layer, press Ctrl D to duplicate it, press U to see it. So now we only want to change the position of this. So you can go to lighting effect. First of all, you can move this point to little bit here and this one to here, or maybe something here. Yes, I think yes, something here and this to here, but make sure we are on this keyframe. Go to first keyframe. Also you need to move this point here, and after on this keyframe you need to move this point to something here, and on this keyframe also you need to change it here. And after that we don't have any keyframe, so we don't need to change it anymore, and we will change the turbulence little bit here, and now alpha oxidation. So I think we will leave it, or we will make a little bit up. So and for this we will change it to 0. Press double E to see expression and go to controller again. So lock it and just now pick up to this red one and this one to also to red one. So like this one, color one. So now we have this red light and the blue light. So or also you can change this name to light red 01 and this one to light blue 01. So now we will duplicate this both by pressing Ctrl D and put it above, and we can do the same thing again by pressing U, but like we will change it. So I will fast forward this part. You just need to like change the position of this. So first of all I will unlock it and select the effect. So this will become here, and go to all keyframe and change these points to like something here. The blue one come here and the red one come last one here. So let's fast forward it. So you can see it's looking something like this. So you can also add 1 or 2 lights more, but I think 4 is okay for this. So you can see it's looking something like this and it will be gone. So it's okay now. So let's continue with next. So here we will add one flash. So for adding flash, you can press Ctrl Y, create a new solid layer, change this color to white, press OK, and just leave it white solid, no like name, don't change it. And you can trim this layer to around little bit, around 10 frames, not 10, just 10 to 7 to 10 frames. So like this, go press T, add a keyframe, go to 2 frames forward, add another keyframe, go to first keyframe and change the value to 0, and then after on last frame you can change it to 0. So it will be look like a flash. So like see, and after that we will go to our Saber comp and here press U to see keyframe, but I think yes it's okay. So let's RAM preview it little bit to see with sound. So you can see it's looking very good. So now it's done. So and again now it's okay when you like agree with this lights which we created now. So after that you can select it, press Ctrl D to duplicate this all. So by pressing Ctrl D, duplicate it, put it above, and you can forward it here. So like I will go there, and on here I will forward this thing here. So here the flash will become, the light will become, and our logo will be changed. And I will tweak this curves here. So I think it's not little bit okay. So I will reset it and I will pull this up and pull this down. And yes, I think now it's okay, but we will go to our 3D comp and also we will change our light position if needed. So like yes, I think now it's little bit more edges showing better. So let's come to our main comp. Yes, now it's looking little bit more reddish, but wait, I will like load it in full resolution. Yes, it's okay, but we will change the exposure little bit down because it's very high. And we will go to our Saber comp, not Saber comp, our 3D comp, and in our this light we will change this position little bit up to see better through this blue light. So like if I come, so now like you can see it's way more better. It has texture, it has this edges and red effect, and also blue color is also showing good. So now it's okay. You can also like come and tweak and see which looks better to you. So I think red is little bit more, but the also thing is the red color we added linked to this controller is very dark red. So like if I select controller, so here is controller, I will put it above. So if I change this to something like this, so you can see everything is changing. So we need to like link everything to maybe separate things, or maybe we can leave the light color to that. So you can also like duplicate this controller and link the light with that controller, but I think it's okay. So let's continue, let's move forward, and after that you will create another solid layer. So I think it's a little bit okay, it was no responding, but now it's okay. So let's press Ctrl Y to create a solid layer, color it BG, and you can change the name to overlay or just name it whatever you want. So now it's okay. So here add a new layer, and after that you can go to effects and preset panel, search for fill effect. So search fill, drag this fill effect here, and after that you can go to ellipse tool, select the tool, create a mask around here, press Ctrl D, adjust the mask to something like this, press F, change this feather value to around 1500, and press T, change the opacity to around 45%, and then you can press Ctrl D to duplicate it, change this color to blue, and we will also link this with our controller. So you can put this mask to this side. So if we solo this thing, so we have this type of feathered color, two colors, which is our main theme. So now it's looking more good. So after that you can press this all. First of all you can lock this controller, so we will link it. Press the both layer, press E to see the effects, go to effect, hold the alt key, link this with this one, link this with this one, not this one, not this one, with this one. So now it's okay, but we linked it twice, so cut the text and link this to red one. So now it's okay. So now let's create one more solid layer. So press Ctrl Y, create another solid layer, and select the rectangle tool and cut it around something here. Press F, change the feather value to around 300, go to effects and preset panel, search for fractal noise, drag this effect here, and now we will change the complexity to 20 and change the contrast to 150 and brightness to -50. Yes, -50 is okay, and we will solo this thing to see better. So go to first frame, add a keyframe on offset turbulence, and go to last frame and move it something like this, around -35. Yes, it's okay. And after that you can go to evolution here, evolution, add a keyframe there, press U, move this keyframe to first frame and go to last frame and change it to 5 in narration. Yes, I think 5 will be good. So yes, it's okay. So now you can add a tint effect here, go to effects and preset panel, search for tint, drag this effect here, change the white color to blue. So we can change it manually, and black is black. Okay, so now I think it's okay. We will add one more effect, which is motion, CC motion force blur, and you can change the blur sample to 150 15, so it will be add good result. So now you can press T and change the opacity to 12%, and you can leave it. So now when we see all things, so I will change it to quarter, so you can see it's looking little bit bright. So you can put it like you can put it below to this overlay layers, and now I think it's okay. And you can put everything below to this lighting layers. So then I think when the flash comes and the light comes, or maybe you can put the overlay above and the lights below don't need anything. So like you can see the flash come here. Okay, this is okay, not any things required. And also our this logo is also looking good, so I ran to preview it so you can see. So you can see it's looking okay, but the main thing, this one which layer we created now, it is moving very fast. So like here is -35, so we can change it to -2000, or maybe it's 20,000 or 2000. Yes, 2000. So that's now it will be moved little bit forward, like slow. So now I think it's okay. And after that we need to do one more thing. When the second flash comes, we need to also trim the lighting comp here, so you can trim this also here. So now the light goes, and only this logo and this fractal noise layer will be like here, come here. So here I will change this opacity to 10%. I think 12 is also very high, and I will tweak it little bit more dark, maybe around 175 contrast. So now I think it's okay. So let's create our reflection. For creating our reflection, we will go to our main composition. So here in our files folder, we will get wall gray wall texture. So yes, we will use this section. Just drag it and create a new composition with it. and after that you can add a curves effect on it. So go to effects and preset panel, drag, search for curves effect, add curves effect, and we'll tweak it like this. And also now press T and change the opacity to around 50% or maybe 60%, maybe 50% will be okay. So now it's okay. So let's come to our main composition. You can duplicate the Saber and 3D layer by pressing Ctrl D, put it below to this lighting layer, change this color to blue, and now right or go to layer, create a new solid layer, go to layer, create a new null object, and also change this both color to blue, and go to project panel, drag this gray wall. You can go there and change this comp name by pressing Ctrl K to floor texture. So floor texture, it's okay. So now you can drag this floor texture here, put it below, and also change this color to blue. So we can see this is our blue flow layers. Solo this all, and first of all we will also only work on this floor texture, and you can make it 3D, and if you can click on this toggle switch to see the 3D button. So make this all layers 3D by don't make adjustment layer 3D, all 4 layers including null object. So now you can first of all scale this layer down by pressing S and make it 25, not 25, I think 25 is very high, around 50, and then you can select the rotation tool, hold the shift key and rotate it like this, something like this, and put it below here. And now you can adjust this scale and forward it, backward it, and also if you want to increase the scale, so maybe 35, and now we have little bit more floor, maybe 40 will be okay. So we will change it later, like we will add our floor later. So like I think now it's okay. So now after that you can enable our text and this layers. You can select this both, make sure to select both layers. So like select the rotation tool and hold the shift key and rotate this X to 180, and then you can press the selection tool and put it here, and I think now it's going here. So you can backward it in Z space. Why it's doing this error? So like don't move it in Z space, we will like hide this thing, just add this thing here, logo and Saber layer, and after that you can select the all 3 layers, for like parent this with this null object, and if you don't see parent option you can click on this mode toggle switches, and after that select this adjustment layer and solo it. Go to effects and preset panel, search for compound blur. Where is compound blur? Here is compound blur. Drag this effect here and select the blur layer to this floor texture, send change the floor value. Oh sorry, we added this on wrong layer. Select the effect, press Ctrl X to cut it, paste this on adjustment layer, and now we selected floor texture. Here you can change the value to 50% and invert blur. No, I think now it's okay. And also you can press the Saber and 3D layer, press S, and you can unlink it all, and you can change this to 1110 and 1110, this one also. So now if I unsolo it, so you can see we have our floor and we will have our floor null. So you can press enter and change this name to floor position. And now if you want to place it down up, so we can change this thing by just moving our this floor position null. So this is our null, this is our reflection is also done. So you can see it's also looking good. So let's create one more solid layer on top of it. This is our fade out and fade in, so we can name it fade. Press T, just add a simple fading keyframe. So go to first frame, change it 0, go to around 9 seconds and add another keyframe, go to around 10 seconds and change this to 0, not 0, change it to 100, and on 9 seconds change here it to 0, and on first frame also change it 0, and here change it to 100. So sorry, I added wrong values first. So now this is our fading in and out keyframe. So after that we need to create our tagline. So you can type any text or you can create a composition for tagline. So first of all, create a tagline. So I typed simple motion tutor text and aligned it into center. So after that you can pre-comp it, move all attribute, you can change the name to tagline, and now you can change tagline here inside of this composition. Press T to add a keyframe on opacity, go to around here, add a keyframe here, go here or add another keyframe, go to first frame, change this to 0, and you can move this keyframes little bit here, so it will be goes and the tagline come and like this. So I think I covered everything here. So let's ramp preview, and I think the all things will be done. So let's ramp preview and see what we created, and if anything was missed, so we will cover and we will finish the tutorial. So you can see it's looking very good, but the only thing which I think not looks good is this layer. If you press U, and it's also like now it's moving very fast. Go to around 8 seconds and add keyframe, delete the last keyframe and change it there. So now I think it will be move little bit slow. So if I increase this opacity, so you can see just I think it will be now moved little bit for like slow, and I think now it will be look okay. And also if we add if we change this mode to additive, so maybe it will be look little bit more good, because the dark point will be gone and our logo and our behind effects will be look more good. So that's okay. And one last thing we will add, press U to see this keyframe, go to somewhere here and go to add a keyframe on opacity and go to last frame, change it to 0, and that's fade out as well. So guys, I think everything is done in this tutorial and it's looking very cool. So let's very quickly we can see how we can change it and how we can import our logo. So now I will just duplicate this and I will change the name here. So here I change the text to motion tutor, and let's now go to Saber plugin.
And here now we want to change our mask. So for changing the mask, you just need to, first of all, you can disable it, and you can go to first of one you can hide, one don't hide, and disable this effect as well. Go to layer and first of all press M and delete the older mask, go to layer, auto trace, and settings is okay, you can see, and then click OK, and then select the old mask, go to edit and copy them, and go to second layer, press M and delete this mask, and just press Ctrl V, and now you can enable the effect from all layers to see the effect, and in 3D one the effect will be automatically changed. So now if I come to my main composition, so you can see everything is changed automatically and it's also looking very good, you can see. So now also we can check our controller. So if I change this color to maybe green and this color to maybe pink, so you can see everything is changed to these two colors, but we will link also this blue color to our this thing. So first of all, you can lock this thing and go to this fractal noise layer and press E, go to tint effect, hold the alt key on the second color and pick it to this color. Yes, I think the second color is blue. So now you can see it's also kind of blue shade. So if you want, so you can like make some more controller here and you can control everything in separate controller. It's depending on you. It's not took so much time, but I created only one.
not only one, I created 2. That's it for today, and thank you so much guys for watching. And if you like the tutorial and if you learn something new from this tutorial, so feel free to hit like and subscribe. And if you want to learn more, I will make tutorial on this channel regularly basis. And if you want to check the original template which inspired me to create this tutorial, so I will put also the link in description, so you can check that as well. And if you want this project file, so you will get project files on my Patreon page. So thank you so much guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.